Let's see. Life before cancer. I didn't have a worry in the world. We're a strong family unit, and we stick together, and each moment, live in the moment.
Life before cancer was great. I was married 25 years. I have two amazing children. My husband was a great, funny man, a terrific father.
Our boys were older. We already had a granddaughter, and we were, both in our mid-60s, planning on Chris's retirement. He had a bad backache, so I took him to the emergency room.
So my husband, one night he was rolling over in pain on the bed, and I rushed him to the hospital.
And I was feeling some pains in my stomach, and I went to the internist and said, I think I have an ulcer.
Chris was diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer, October of 2015.
I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer August 29, 2017.
My husband, Gary, he had been diagnosed of kidney cancer. 2 months later, he wasn't feeling well, and the boys and I were together helping him into the car as we were taking him to get further treatment, and he passed away in our arms. And so then 4 months later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Devastating, unreal that this could be happening. And so shortly after he had passed, this was a nightmare. How could I be going through this? And how can I hold back the tears? And I didn't hold back the tears.
The next day we went to the oncologist's office, and my husband passed out. Literally, like, fell out of his chair, passed out. So I said to the oncologist, I have two important questions for you. I want to know if I have 6 months or less to live. And the second thing I said to him was, I don't want to know what stage I am. I pretty much know, but let's not discuss it.
About 14 months into his treatment, I realized that I was starting to fall off the cliff.
I decided that I was going to do whatever I could to be emotionally healthy. I just said to myself, Karen, you have to be strong. You have to do this for your boys.
So I went to the social worker and said, I need help. I need a support group. So he directed me to the Cancer Wellness Center. I was able to get involved with the caregiver support group. And it provided all of us a safe, sacred place for us to be ourselves as caregivers.
The center itself is very welcoming. The therapist that I was so blessed to have was just very professional. She was understanding and compassionate, and she knew how to talk about grief, and I was grieving big time.
We had never been to therapy before, and it was great. I loved it. I look forward to coming to it, even though I would cry a lot. It made our marriage even stronger. So amazing to be able to speak to someone who gets the emotions. People don't realize what the caregiver goes through. And even though I'm the patient, my heart goes out to every caregiver out there. It's awful for them. It's really hard. And I think going to couples therapy, I got to hear what he was going through.
After Chris passed away, and I was able to come to the spousal support group to say goodbye. And I had seen other people do the same thing, and I was convinced that that was not going to be me, but it was me. And then I contacted the center to get into the bereavement group.
I think there are some unique factors that other therapists aren't privy to about how unique it is to be diagnosed with cancer.
And this center is so unbelievable. You just feel like you're not alone.
It is a lighthouse for cancer patients and their caregivers to get through this journey.
We have one of the most comprehensive counseling programs within the cancer world. We have individual counseling, couples counseling, family counseling, bereavement service.
There was a cooking class. You could do Mahjong, you could do yoga, reflexology.
But the biggest deal is when I walk into the Cancer Wellness Center, I know that people care about me. We are blessed here with secret little angels.
It's also free, which when you're worrying about your health and your bills, it's nice to know that you can come here.
The Cancer Wellness Center does help tremendously from everybody going through this horrible disease. I continue to put one foot in front of the other. I'm able to really see my life in a different way and be able to hopefully help other people by introducing them to the Cancer Wellness Center.